Van der Merwe over Kinghorn or Kyle Steyn was the biggest regret I had.
You didn't pick Kyle Steyn?
That's the worst part.
Wait, so Ben, really quickly, who did you pick?
I picked Van der Merwe.
Not your absolute favourite person of all time, Kyle Steyn.
I got talked out of it.
Hiya everyone, welcome back to Scrunbelievable. Boys, my two favourite faces are in the studio with me.
It's good to be back.
Making me feel very comfortable here. Andy, we've not seen you for a little while. I bet you're a very happy man after the weekend.
A bit more optimistic than I was the last time I was here, that's for sure. Yeah, the weekend was amazing. I can't think of any reason why anyone would be sad.
Well, just a little bit over here.
Cheers, mate.
We might as well start on a high for you, Andy. Shall we go for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Island, England.
Oh, what a day. What a day.
I count that as a Welsh win as well.
I was like, this is the start of something. It's going to be a weekend of upsets. And it almost was.
It almost was. Like, I had that feeling as well, but just never saw that coming. Like, the Andy Farrell with the fist pumping in the box. That was all of us. We were all like that at home. I loved those moments so much. And what a performance. Just kind of, I felt like at times we were in a time machine and we'd gone back to like 22, 23.
It was like chalk
like
and
old
cheese,
Ireland.
though, when you
It was
compare
brilliant.
it. Yeah. It was such an exciting game to watch. I kind of couldn't believe it. I was like, surely they're not going to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, Johnny, like it gets to that point, like it was half time, and you think, oh, sure, there's going to be a big response here. They make a couple of big early changes. But it shows the experience in that side. You know, the backbone there, the likes of Ty Byrne, Caelan Doris, and obviously Andy Farrell rallying the boys. Saying, no, let's keep our foot on the gas, yeah. And they put them away big time, didn't they?
Especially because, like, it's so easy to forget because of the way the game went. But, like, the first 15 minutes or so, England looked quite dangerous. And then Ireland got the first try, and it was a little bit of a smash and grab. And you're thinking, like, how long is this going to go on for? And it just kept going. And it just got better and better as well. Like, the tries got better. Like, the last Ireland score was amazing. It was like vintage kind of Ireland. Like, great little quick hands at the line. Like, lovely to see. And just so many good performances. Like, you could basically just list everybody. But, like, Stu McCluskey.
Oh, what a
good.
Rapidly becoming one of my favourite players in this tournament. Big Stu was incredible, wasn't
amazing.
he?
And Balakoon, obviously.
Genuinely, yeah, it feels mental to say about a breakout star, 28 years old. But the two of them have been unreal. And like that clip of Marcus Smith where he makes that break, and you think, and then Big Stu just comes
out of nowhere.
Oh no, just chases him down. He's just absolutely incredible. I think the French start calling him the Irish Fridge.
Well, have you seen? I know you have, Andy, but the Today FM TikTok video. I didn't even know the tune, but go on. Have you got it?
I can't do the tune, but the Rubber Bandits. Horse outside, but it's Balakoon's outside. That's going to be
Balakoon's outside.
It's going to be iconic. We're not going to forget that.
It really tells the story, I feel like, of the Guinness Six Nations that I was about. Now, we're talking about the young guns, but the big mention has got to be the MVP fantasy star, Jamison Gibson Park. He had 63 points on fantasy. He was the player of the match. He had a try, an assist, and 8 tackles. I mean, what a game he had.
At times, he was looking unplayable, wasn't it? I think that for me, one of the best individual scrum half performances we've had in years. I thought he was absolutely running the show. And you look at, the last couple of weeks with some, Ireland have been on a bit of a questionable run. They start looking at Casey last week. Well, JGP comes out this week and absolutely reminds everyone why he's been such an integral part for the last couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah, all the stuff that he was criticised for in Paris, like defence wasn't quite there, didn't have the usual zip, like all of it was there at Twickenham. Players like him, I feel like it's a terrible thing in sport. You get the wrong side of 30 and people just start writing you off, but someone like him, he's got so much left to offer, and like he knows that and the players know that, but we should probably be a bit nicer to the older lads.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong side of 30 myself. I definitely feel...
You don't look it, Andy.
Oh, well.
No, Ben, my favourite thing there, you're abbreviating everything. There's a double barrel, we're putting an abbreviation in. The little JGP there.
Players like that deserve a nickname. Like LBB, you get to a certain level.
Absolutely.
He's with the elite. I think it's time to move over to England. I want to celebrate Maro Itoje. It was his 100th cap, probably not the result he was looking for, but how great has he been for that England squad?
He's been incredible, hasn't he? And like you talk about someone, you look at the history of such iconic captains coming through that English side. He's right at the top there, even after Lions captaincy as well. He's just been such a stalwart there, and he's the first name on the team sheet every week. He's been such an incredible player for them, and such an incredible leader. You can see whether it was through the Lions or the England side, the people really rally around him and really respect him, not just as a player but as a person as well.
Yeah, to go through what he's been through in the last couple of months as well, and then come back and perform in the tournament. Like, it's amazing.
100%.
Yeah. To another game which almost went down in history.
Oh.
Over in Cardiff at the Principality Stadium. Oh, Ben, just devastation.
It's the hope
Wales
that
were
kills you, isn't it?
ahead until the 73rd, 74th minute. And then Scotland just clinched it 26-23. But I mean, it's got to be said, you've got to be pretty proud of the boys, haven't you, Ben?
Oh, I've got to, and like I said, it's one of those games you sometimes question, right, can there be a win even in a loss? And to me, that felt like a win almost for Wales. I thought the atmosphere in the stadium was incredible, and we talked about it a lot. And Derry Lake said it after last game, we want to give fans a reason to be in the stadium to come. And that performance is exactly how you do it. The fans were really buying into it. The anthem was incredible. I was getting goosebumps.
Andy, as a neutral, how did you enjoy that game?
Oh, I was so heartbroken for Wales at the end. Because, like, it starts off and you think, like, oh, God, they've started well, but they're not going to, like, keep this up for the whole game. And then the longer the game went on, like, they kept pressuring Scotland into errors, and you're just thinking, like, oh, my God, they're really going to do it. And it was until the kickoff try.
Oh.
I really thought they were going to do it. Like, that was the moment we were talking about before. That was the moment where it turned, but heartbreaking for Wales. But like you say, enough good in there and enough positivity and enough positivity for the fans on the day that it's a step forward. It's not a win, but it's a step forward, and you can build something off that.
Yeah, a huge step forward.
Yeah,
like when you look
100%.
at those first two games compared to that, it's like
It's-
worlds apart.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And
yeah.
that's one of the big things Steve Tandy has been preaching, is that God knows that it's a journey we're going on, and it's great to see them almost as a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. That we're starting to make progress, and the likes of Eddie James coming through with a massive, coming up against two of the best centres in the Six Nations, really held his own, is continuing his ascendancy into becoming a real quality player for us. So there's definitely some signs of hope, I'd say.
There is. Now, this is quite funny. We've lost, and all we've done is sing wax lyrical about Wales.
Yeah, there's two Welsh people on there.
I think it's time we speak about Scotland. And you touched on it there, Andy, but we have got to talk about that Finn Russell restart try. The vision. It was just so, as obviously it was so devastating for me, but it was so good.
Oh, it was the most Finn Russell play he could have made, really, wasn't it? But I again, we talked about JGP being unplayable. I thought he was unplayable against us as well. I think he was really instrumental. And you look at the try he had and the assist, I just thought everything was running through him. And, going in half time, when you see them down on the scoreboard, you just thought he was taking charge of everything there, and he was running the show against us, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's brilliant. Like, did you see he got asked about the try afterwards? And he was like, it was rubbish.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Which kind of tells you everything you need to know. But, like, especially the type of player he is, he loved that restart.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's like a unique try. You don't see that very often. That's a really clever piece of thinking from him. And really good from Graham as well, for the two of them to be on the same wavelength. But yeah, no, he was class. Like, so many good involvements in the game. And he's just on great form at the moment. 'Cause he's brilliant against England as well. Like,
Yeah.
just looks like peak Finn Russell at the moment.
I also want to talk about your favourite, old
Big
Stain.
Kyle, big Kyle.
You had a good run again.
I know, it breaks your heart when, some of your favourite players are doing it against you. You're like, last week I was loving it, when he's doing it against England, no wonder he's my favourite player. And this week, like, no.
Just a shame that they couldn't pull more phases together. Well, not for you guys, but for fantasy, it was a shame that they couldn't pull more phases together early on. Because, like, early on in the first half, he looked so dangerous. I thought he was on for a couple of tries in that game. But he still had a brilliant match.
Now, also, the player of the match was Rory Darge. He had a corker as well, didn't he?
Oh, he's brilliant. And you look at how... We were talking about it last week, about how sometimes he's been left out with the Lions.
Yeah.
Is almost some of the best thing for them. But you look at the performances he's been putting together. He's been silencing any doubters there was. He's been phenomenal. Was contender for man of the match last week against England. Because the way he's at the breakdown, his tackle count, he's an incredible back row player. And we were walking around the stadium before the game, and you could see he was really focused. And a lot bigger, like when you see him in person as well.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see them in real life, you're like, oh my gosh, you're huge.
But real quality, wasn't it?
Yeah, class. Like you say, I mean, the back row for the Lions this year must have been like as tight as it's ever been in terms of how many good players there were who could have gone on tour. And yeah, he just about didn't make it, but like, what a player. And it's one of those where, I'm sure we're going to talk about it in a second, but if Scotland can go on and make something out of this position that they're in now, which is as good a position as I remember them being in after 3 games, like, if they can do that, then I think people maybe will start to respect him a little bit more, and maybe he'll get the kind of recognition that he probably deserves.
Yeah. The final mention for that game has got to be on the BBC coverage. Did you guys see it?
Oh,
Ruth
yeah.
Jones, aka Nessa's lovely little photo bomb at the end.
I was just disappointed you didn't have the full Nessa outfit on. I thought that would have been great.
There's probably many of those decked out in Cardiff on the weekend. She was trying to blend in. She should have done it. Now, the final game of the weekend was on Sunday between France and Italy. Now, France won in the end 33-8, but it was a real good match between the two sides. Did you enjoy that one, boys?
I thought it was a brilliant game. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
But,
no, loved it.
Mm.
Like, maybe one for the purists for
Yeah.
that middle period. But like, Italy really stood up. I remember they conceded 70 against France last year. Like, they got absolutely blown off the park. Like, they weren't making tackles. Wasn't like that this year. Even though they ended up taking a score at the end, it was like they were so impressive how good they were in defence and how they fronted up. It's just a shame that they couldn't put the pieces together in attack.
Yeah, I would probably say of all of the teams so far this tournament who've played against France, I think they gave them the sort of hardest challenge, I would say.
Definitely. And like I say, I don't think the scoreline almost does Italy justice with just how well they played yesterday. I thought you're looking at one of the best packs, not just I say the French pack is one of the best packs in the world, but that Italy pack, the way they're coming on, they're not too far behind. They really fronted up physically against them. And
Their scrum as well.
it's incredible.
It's ridiculous.
That front, that front three this year, Fischetti, Ferrari, and Nicotera have been incredible.
But the subs as well, because like they make the changes and there's no drop off.
Now, I've got to ask really quickly, as a Welshman, I'm sure you loved it, but did we like the red jersey that the Italians were wearing, guys?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I did.
No, I thought like the two best kits in the championship, right there for sure. Like,
I would have liked to see the red shorts come in with it as well.
He's
You know,
going
if you
full
commit
red.
to it all. But not just that. I thought the warm-up jackets they had, it was like
No,
a sort
do
of
you know what my-
varsity
my-
jacket.
why does everyone have varsity
The
jackets?
Italian kit, I honestly, every single time, I love the fleeces.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love them. I want to get a fleece. They look, the colour, love it. Yeah.
Classic Italians, though.
Yeah,
Proper
yeah, yeah.
decked out on the
Oh, yeah.
fashion.
It
isn't
is. Now, speaking of Italian players, Ange Capozzo was back, although unfortunately he looks like he's injured again. But it was really good to see him get back out there, wasn't it, Andy?
Yeah. I mean, we've missed him. He always provides something, doesn't he? Like, I sorry to bring it up, but I think our introduction to him in the Six Nations was that
Wales.
try
Yeah,
against
Yeah.
where he sets up
It's
Padovani.
PTSD
Yeah,
kicking
we've
in a
not
bit now,
forgotten.
isn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, but it just feels like there are these always great Six Nations moments with him. So it's a shame to see him out injured again so quickly.
And
But,
it was a lovely little try as well.
took his try really, really well. And this is not by any attempt to slag him off, but he's rapid. And for BLBRA's try, he paced him. Like, really gives you an idea how quick BLBRA actually is in a straight line. I couldn't believe that.
I was thinking this on the weekend because it was similar what you were saying about Balakoon and Arundel.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you're like, oh my gosh, they're really fast. And then there was a couple of times with Zamet where he'd got. Wouldn't you just love to line all the fastest players up and do like a 80-meter sprint or something and see who is the fastest?
We're saying about doing it. Well,
Well, we should be doing a combine.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
be amazing. If
I
they
would
did that.
love to see
Like-
that, just to really get like a proper gauge of like how fast they all are and who is the fastest.
Who do you think it would be in a straight line?
I think LBB. He was looking like a track
Yeah.
athlete on the weekend. His 0 to 60 speed is incredible.
But then whose is the actual like statistical fastest?
I think it's hard. It depends on how you measure it because they all hit ridiculous top speeds. They can all hit like 36, 37 kilometers an hour top speeds, which is like elite. But it's like some people are going to be faster over the first 10 meters. Some people are going to be faster over a longer sprint. It's like how do you decide who is actually the fastest? You'd have to do different distances and see.
And you
who
get
comes
an
out on
average.
top.
Yeah. Just absolutely exhaust them. This is just for us guys.
Honestly, one day in the middle of the summer, like why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Make it happen,
It's
doesn't it?
Yeah.
amazing.
Now, we've also got to talk about Mayafo. He is just an absolute beast. 150 kilograms, 6'8", and we were chatting about it. Just the way he was just there.
Yeah, cradling the 6'8" Zambanini. But I thought he was incredible. And like I say, you talk about an Italian pack there who's almost been bullying some of the other packs in the Six Nations. Well, he came in and he was bullying them right back.
I don't know what are you supposed to do with Mifu? Because like he's that big, he's quick, he's explosive. Like he moves pretty well for a big guy.
I was
He's got footwork
a man
as
that
well.
size should not be able to move around that quick.
No, not
It's
at all.
crazy.
But like, what are you supposed to do? Like for his try, I think he ended up 1v1 with Louis Liner.
Yeah.
Like what are you supposed to do? Liner gave it a good go, but like
Yeah.
You can't stop that from 5 metres out. Doesn't
No
matter who you
chance.
are.
No way.
Also, did you catch his nice little clearance kick as well? The man
did.
can do everything.
He's literally he's a Swiss Army knife in that French team, isn't he?
He really is. Well, he was also the MVP, fantasy MVP that game with 61 points. So, yeah, he had an absolute corker and was the player of the match. Speaking of fantasy, I guess it is the perfect time for us to check out our Scrumbelievable fantasy leaderboard. And after round 3, Team Vern, whoever you are, is no longer the leaders. It is, in fact, Team Guinness Six Nations. Now, I have asked everyone at the Guinness Men's Six Nations. That is not us.
Yeah.
We have no idea who it is. So if it is you, please, please, please make yourself known. Change your name. We want to know who you are. Otherwise, everyone's just going to think we're a bunch of bots.
Yeah, I'd love to claim it's me, but I can guarantee it's definitely not.
It's not. How is your team looking, Andy? Come on, you are the official expert.
Yeah.
This week killed me. Like the super sub debacle, the no Jalabert hurt me, and I just picked the wrong players. Like I think the only good calls I had Reece Carey, which was nice.
Yeah,
he had a
nice.
good one. I had Tyg Byrne, he had a good weekend. I had BLB Ray and Ramos, but yeah, McCluskey was decent, but I'm definitely well off the pace now.
There's still a couple of rounds to
Yeah,
go.
well,
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you.
How about you, Ben? How are we looking?
I mean, I said it last week. If anyone had a good game, I can guarantee they weren't in my team. No, like I say, Byrne was a bright spot, and Captain Ramos, which is the one right call I made. But going Van der Merwe over Kinghorn or Kyle Steyn was the biggest regret I had. I
You
think.
didn't pick Carl Steyn.
That's the worst part. I see one person.
Wait, so Ben, really quickly, who did you pick?
I picked Van der Merwe.
Not your absolute favourite person of all time, Carl Steyn.
I got talked out of it. This is my
Who
problem.
talked you out of it?
Housemate.
Oh, don't listen to
Yeah,
him.
I was going to say it's ridiculous. The worst part is I tipped him all week because he's going to be quad against Wales. How can you not? I had him captain, and then it got
Wait,
like
you Captain Van der Merwe?
I didn't captain Van. I put it on Ramos, but
Oh,
it was
Ramos.
like 5 minutes before kick-off, and my brother was next to me and. I reckon Van der Merwe's going to have a good do. I was like, you know what? You're right. And I changed it. And then, Kyle Steyn scores, and I'm just head in hands. I'm like,
To be honest, Ben, you deserve it.
Yeah, I do. Kyle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're watching, but yeah. It's my fault. It's my fault.
If you think you can do better than the boys, then please get involved. It's not too late by scanning the QR code.